Morning, you guys. We're going to do lesson 3 out of chapter 9 today. Transformations of quadratic functions. Transformations just means that you change the shape of them. They're still going to be parabolas. All quadratic equations give you parabolas, but the parabolas are going to look a little different. Our first type of transformation is called a translation. And a translation means that we're moving it up or down or side to side. If y equals x squared is your typical parabola, it looks something like that. The way that I translate things right or left, the way that I translate things up or down is I simply add or subtract to that. If I add, then I move this exact parabola up one. If I subtract, then I move the exact same parabola down one. Okay? So same shape, just moving it up or down, and the way you do that is by adding or subtracting here. If I want to take my original parabola and move it right to left, then what I do is I have to change this a little bit, and I'm going to either add or subtract here. If I subtract one and then I square it, I'm taking this and I'm shifting it to the right. So it's going to be like this, there. If I take this and I add to it, it's going to move it to the left. Same shape, but move it right or left. Okay, so those are translations. Again, let me just review that. Actually, I'll just have you review it for me. Okay, y equals x squared minus 3. What is that going to do to our parabola? I'll stop. Think about it. Okay, what'd you say? If you said that that's going to move our parabola down 3, then you're absolutely correct. Let's try another one. Y equals x minus 2 squared. What is that going to do to our parabola? Again, I'll stop. You think about it. Go. Okay, what'd you say? Subtracting something here. I know it feels like it wants to move it that way, but it actually moves it to the right. So you take your parabola and you move it 2 places to the right, and that's now what it looks like. You can do 2 things at once. What if I did this and I added 1? Well, that would move it 2 places to the right and up 1. Do you see? Okay, so those are translations. Our next form of transformation are called dilations. And it's dilations, and what else is it? Oh yeah, there's reflections also. But dilations make our parabola wider or smaller, or skinnier. So if I start off with our original one, y equals x squared. If I want to make that go up twice as fast and be skinnier, I simply multiply it by 2. Our new parabola then would look kind of more like this. If I want to make this go up less fast, just think about what you're doing when you do this. I'm multiplying everything by half, so they're going up half as fast. Now it would look more like this. Okay, does that make sense? All right, and then our last transformation are called reflections. Here I have our original parabola again. If I want to make this reflect this way, I simply multiply it by -1 or -2 or something. But if I just make it -1, it just turns the whole thing on its head so that it goes that way. All right? Those are the 3 kinds of transformations. After you work with them for a little bit, you'll memorize them and they'll be very easy. Okay.